Good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach in the beautiful studios of WMNA, The Man. This is 12:10 a.m. The Man. The woman is not here today. Only the men are here. Robert Henderson Jr. And joining me live in the studio is my good buddy, Professor Keith. How you doing, Professor?
Oh, come on now. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Our co-host, sister-in-law, Linda V. Harris, she's not joining us today. She's well and she's quarantining herself. Keith and I, we're just, I guess, daredevils. We're both at least in that target age, 61, 60, over 60, put it like that. But we feel that we're going to be fine. This whole coronavirus has really taken us by storm, because it's just not the virus, but it has a profound effect, as you know and everyone knows, on the U.S. economy. Although China, where it originated, they're doing fine. There's no new cases. So that only gives us hope that this too shall pass. And it's all over the world, matter of fact, in all different countries. There's small outbreaks, but I'm hoping and praying that this too shall pass. I tell you one thing, economically, if it doesn't wipe you out, Keith, this is going to be a chance of a lifetime in terms of investing, okay? Now, I don't want to just talk about investing, but, right now they're on the hill. The Congress, they're meeting right now. They didn't come to an agreement. They're still at an impasse. And you have the Democrats and Republicans. They're, I would say, they're caviling over details about this $1 trillion relief fund, so to speak, for this virus.
A stimulus package.
$1 trillion. Keith, you know what? You know how long? You know how much $1 trillion look like? Let me give you all a perspective. Just so you'll know. If we said, here's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. If you had $1 trillion $1 bills in your hand and you was passing them out, you just count it, 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to count to $1 trillion, it would take you 35,000 years to reach $1 trillion. Does that put it in perspective, Isaac? That tells you it's not $100 or 1,000 or even 1 million, but counting to 1 trillion in a normal order.
35,000 years?
35,000 years. Humans don't even live that long. Some of us lucky to get 50 years, 25 years, 80 years. Life expectancy, 84, 90 years, 100 years. You're talking about 35 years, 35,000 years it'll take you in order to count to $1 trillion. Now, why are they caviling? That's the vocabulary word of the day, to cavil. And we're going to talk about that word. I'm going to spell it for you at that break, and that's 8:15. Why are they doing this? Because it's all about money, Keith. Because they're bickering over and caviling over should they give $1,000 to each and every American, or should they just give it to the ones who are unemployed, who has lost their jobs? Or, and that's what they're hashing out. And right now, the jobless report is coming out on Thursday. Unemployment report is coming out on Thursday. And they want to delay it because it's going to be a record number. They're expecting 2 to 3 million layoffs, people without jobs this year. I mean, that's Keith, that's numbers like the Great Depression.
Is that this year as in the whole year, or just what's occurring right this minute? Because they took a big hit last week.
No, this year they feel that before it's all over, we're going to have over 2 million people out of work. Now, just think about that. What all do you think that is going to affect? It's going to be a rippling effect. It really, 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 really is. The White House, they can't print money that fast. And think about what it's going to, how that's going to dilute the currency, the value of a dollar. But who cares, right? I mean, people need food and shelter. But it's going to have an effect, a huge effect. As a matter of fact, they're saying that the virus, this whole pandemic, this virus will probably have passed, and the outflow of the virus, the economic damage, they're saying is going to be probably greater than the virus. Do you understand that? Do you get that? In other words, they're saying that our reaction and how we combating this thing, and we're closing the hotels and the movie theaters, all the entertainment, all the restaurants, mainly, most of them, all of that cash flow. It's like the United States of America is going on a fast. You're gonna lose some weight if you do it right and don't cheat. Although a fast, but although everybody gonna have a lot of toilet paper, I still don't get that.
So it seems. So you said we're gonna lose weight physically as well as your money bag is gonna be lighter.
Well, metaphorically, when you fast, a lot of times you do lose weight. But metaphorically, I'm speaking that if everything is shut down and people have to stay home and watch Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, and they're not doing their normal move around, it's going to be strange for a lot of adults. Traffic is going to be, at least you're not going to have to worry about traffic in the United States for, a couple of weeks or so. But that is going to have a rippling effect on the dollar, on the cash flow, on the economics. So even if this lasts 2 months or 3 months, I mean, it's going to take the economy more than 12 months, 18 months to recover. And this has never happened in the great U.S. of A. So that's what you have to think about. I mean, people are asking me, should they sell their stocks? Well, if you need the money, you gotta do what you have to do. I mean, if you need the money now, rent, and thank God that they have done something about filing the taxes. They have extended the deadline. Instead of April 15th, they've extended that to July 15th. I mean, that's a good thing. And they've suspended student loan debts, the interest payments.
Right.
And now they're telling, people that are renting, that they're not going to be evicted. And people that was about to be foreclosed, they're not going to be foreclosed on. But,
not yet.
Not yet. That's temporarily. And I want to keep that in perspective. That word temporary. And I want you to think about what does temporary mean. It doesn't mean forever. It means temporary, which means this too shall pass. I mean, I think all of us, the best thing that we can do is keep our heads together and think. Well, a lot of us are finding out, Keith, that a lot of the things that we thought that we couldn't do without, we are. Sit down, rest. It's amazing that this virus, what it has forced many people to do what they thought that they couldn't do. Although they said that a lot of the young people are still on the beaches. Now they're going to do a martial law and they're closing at a certain time. Pretty soon they're probably going to close all day. I mean, they're kicking people out of the hotels. I don't know where the people are going to go.
Back home.
Yeah, but then again, the airlines.
Yeah. Can you get a ride?
Yeah, can you get a ride? And when people ask me in terms of a financial advisor, I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying this for the last couple years on the radio. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, and certainly not into the stock market. How many times have I been talking about IULs, insurance products, Index Universal Life, How many times you all heard me speak about fixed guaranteed annuities? Now, I only had one client call me this week to withdraw money from their annuity. And Tavares said, these people want to take money out of their annuity. And so I said, let me talk to them. Because I wanted to know, were they starting to panic and they didn't know? And I said, listen, the money that you have in your annuity, you didn't lose one dime. It's safe. It's secure. It's an insurance product. And they said, well, we know. We just taking money out of there because we got to help our daughter. And I said, oh, okay. Well, every year you do get a 10%. You can take 10% out of the annuity without any penalty, or you still have to pay your taxes to the Uncle Sam. But I thought they was going to taking the money out because this couple is known for taking money out to remodel their kitchen and fix up their house and their driveway. And it's not like they have a lot of money, but they want to be comfortable. God help them if they live to 85 or 90 years old. It's amazing how grown people, Keith, like Natalie and my wife was telling me how in Costco's, how they have to discipline grown people. They don't need to get all that meat and all that toilet paper. They said now what they're doing is when you get to the counter, you have all that extra excess. They put it to the side. They kindly just put it to the side. They don't even ask you. If you have an excessive amount of a product, an item, they just take one of them out or two of them out and they put it to the side. And they have to do this to grown people, not children, but to grown people. And I've always said, Keith, grown is just a number. Grown is just a number. You didn't do anything. Time just went by, and next thing you know, you aged. But whether you have any wisdom or understanding, you can't say just because you're 50 years old you got some sense. You might have stopped thinking when you was 12. And it seems like so many adults nowadays act like children. And they're adults because the clock kept on ticking. Time kept moving. That's all. There's nothing that they did. It's not like they grown in wisdom and understanding. No. It's just time made them older. But they're old fools. And it's amazing how so many adults act like that. So Keith, what do you think and how do you feel about the stock market? Are you panicking? Do you think that this could go down as one of the greatest investment opportunities if you have money? Now there's already a problem regarding income and income inequality. The rich and the poor and the middle class was getting squeezed. Do you know, and if you don't know, but I want you to know, and I'm saying it right here, that right now, if they thought that was bad, if they thought the 1%ers controlled everything, let me tell you something. They ain't seen nothing yet.
This is going to be the one half of the 1%.
Oh, my God. The rich getting ready to get extraordinary rich. And you could, too, if you're not fearful and afraid. Now, unless all of us are going to be dead, this is going to be a fantastic time. And if we survive this, which I think we will, this is going to be an incredible time to make sound, good investments. Now, I did have people calling me, Keith, about the oil industry, the oil rig companies and a lot of distributors and a lot of the oil business. They're down. Some of them are down to 2 cents. Some of them down to 25 cents a share. They were $10. Now let me help you guys out. What happens when you see a company that goes down? The stock was $10 or $20, and it goes down to a $1 a share, then it goes down to 5 cents a share, and you and your buddies and everybody pile in and saying, "Hey, buy this company, put in $10,000, whatever you can, it's going to go back up." That's not necessarily so. See, that's so easy. And adults, let me remind you, don't always go for what's easy, because what's easy is always a trap. In the financial world, when a company goes down, their shares go down that low to a nickel or 2 cents, and they were $12 or $15. Something is happening. There's a reason why the shares are dropping and drop down to pennies. Now, you think that you're so clever and you're smarter than everybody else. And you go dump a lot of money into those penny stocks because you think that they're going to rebound. Let me tell you a strategy that the board of directors of those companies do. What they do, since they see and they hear and they keep account on how many of you all piled on and bought their shares, not when they was $10 or $20 a share, but now they're 2 cents a share. And you think that now you can go and put $1,000 on those and get so many shares, or put 10,000 or 20,000, and the share is going to come back up to $10 or $20 a share, and you're going to be super rich. No. They're not going to let you. It's not that easy, because what they do is they call it a reorganization. They'll throw away those shares, those penny shares. They'll discontinue them. They'll let them go out, and they will vote to have a new batch of shares. They will reorganize. They will restructure, and they will issue brand new shares starting at $10 a share. The same company. They just change names.
And then they'll come up with a new public offering.
Yeah, and they'll come up with people that want to invest, and you can come in, and that's what they do. And then you're sitting there, and you figure out what happened to your $10,000 that you bought, the shares of 2 cents. Yeah, they're gone. Legally, they're gone. That's what happened. It's kind of like if you start, a lot of you all want in business, and y'all go and incorporate and start a LLC or S Corp, and y'all do some business, and y'all don't do anything, and then at the end of the year, you don't refile, and you don't keep it going, you go out of business, and if anybody invested in your company and gave you money, then it's just, what are you going to do? The business went out. Then you could actually start up 5 years later and come up with another company. Same you. It just reorganize. So, adults, again, stop trying to get something for nothing. Come on, stop trying to be Slick Willie. I mean, it's so many adults. And the news travel, Keith. I mean, they call each other up and, hey, man, buy this. People don't even know. I had somebody call me yesterday, buy this oil stock, Robert. It's down and it's at 15 cents. And luckily, this guy, before he do anything out there, he hear it all on social media, he calls me. And I tell him, don't forget that. I got you covered. I know the oil companies. You still go with the big boys. Yes, oil is down. Do I think oil going to come back up? Yes, it will. Do I think oil is a long-term play? Yes, because we need oil. So I'm not saying oil is not a good play, but you're going to have to wait. Just like buying raw land is a good play. But it's going to be a long time, especially if you're not developing and you want to wait until they start developing around you. I mean, it could be 10, 20, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years before they develop around your raw land that's in Georgia. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you need money immediately and you want cash flow, buying raw land way out in the sticks and the boonies is not going to get you money today or tomorrow. It's just not, unless they're getting ready to, unless you know something, they're getting ready to put a casino out there or something and you bought the land. But that takes a long time. Look here in South Florida, they're getting ready to build the largest mall. They approved that in the United States, where they're going to have the ski resort and all that.
2 of them.
2 of them?
2 of them.
And look, look how long the landowners who have that land, you know how long they've had that land?
You know how long it took them to actually get the approval for the development?
Yes.
Yeah. They've been talking about that for 10 years?
But it's been, been 10 years just talking about it. The Graham companies owned that land more than 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So it takes a while. So when you said, hey, I want to just buy, so it's the same thing when you're saying, let's make these investments. There's no get rich quick thing that's good. Now there's get poor quick schemes. But as adults, again, come on, you should know how hard it is being an adult, especially being a good adult. Somebody with some sense. Life is not easy. So Keith, tell me, what's your feeling on what's going on with the stock market? Are you jovial? Are you thinking it's an opportunity? Or are you depressed? Tell me, what do you think?
I had a range of emotions, first of all.
Okay.
The first one was surprise. Second one was to do what it is we actually get taught to do once you actually look at any kind of disappointment, perceived, and that's an important word, perceived loss, and how you manage your emotion. We talk about understanding money. Understanding money is understanding yourself. And the first thing I had to do was go in the corner, sit down, take a breath.
And breathe.
And breathe. Back up and look at it, and like you said, and weigh what the options were, as opposed to jumping up and doing something impulsively. Because like you've said, human beings are adaptable. We've gone through changes. We've gone through crises and unexpected occurrences all our lives. So this one isn't any different. It's just that this one has sucked up all the energy right this minute. And it's all folks are talking about. So there are a lot of people who aren't actually having the conversation. Look at this. What's happening? How do we use this to our advantage?
Yeah.
A lot of folks are just talking about, oh my goodness, look at what happened. We're being destroyed.
And the funny thing about it is, some people that have money in the market. Now, if you have money in the market and you need to live off that money, I've been telling you all for several years, you're in the wrong department. Because if you need to live off your money each month and draw money down from your mutual funds or your stocks in order to live, that's the wrong department. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be having, if you don't have a pension, or if you don't have Social Security, then the next thing to that gives you guaranteed income for the rest of your life is a guaranteed fixed annuity, index annuity. That's what I like. I don't like the variable annuity because they just cost too much. There's too many, costs associated with variable annuities. I'd rather get me a great fixed guaranteed index annuity, and it gives you a stream of income. Doesn't matter. The people that got annuities right now, that their income is not going to stop for the rest of their life, just like Social Security, just like a pension. Well, I don't know. Pensions could be kind of shaky right now with companies. Some of them probably going to be going out of business. But the insurance, let me tell you something. I always say there's no products better than a good insurance product because it's guaranteed to do what you want it to do at a certain time. Now, if you have your money now, and you have a lot of advisors, that's all they care about, managing money and getting fees. They don't really care about cash flow. And think about it. There's no investment advisory company or firm that was immune from this crash. We were just at 29,000 on the Dow Jones Industrial Average not even a month ago. Now we're at 19. We're back where President Barack Obama left it. From 2008, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was 6,000. And by the time the brother left, it was about 19,000. 19,
exactly.
And then when Trump, so all of what Trump has done with the tax breaks and bragged about, the economy and how the Dow Jones, it was on its way to going to 30,000, just one pandemic, one virus.
In a very short period of time.
In a very short period of time, wiped it out. So what can we learn from this? We should learn a lot from this. A lot from this. Now, even though I say that this is going to be one of the greatest opportunities of a lifetime, because you have companies, like from Disney to Home Depot just look at the airline stuff. Just look at the cruise line. Carnival stock at $10, $12 a share. It ain't been like that, man, since the 1990s. You look at Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean was just at $135 a share, Keith, 3 weeks ago. The thing dropped down to $20 in 3 weeks. That's like you having $135,000 one day, and 3 weeks later, your $135,000 worth $20,000. Now you feel sick. Should you sell and just get your $20,000? Well, if you do sell, let me tell you something. There's no chance for recovery for you. I want to reemphasize what I just said.
Yeah, there's no chance.
Those of y'all who are working and your money into the 401k or you with FRS and you're not getting ready to retire, okay? Then, yes, you took a big hit. Y'all down 20, 30%, some probably more than that in the last 3 weeks. Should you just sell all your stocks? Let me tell you something. If you believe, which I do, we probably still have more downward to go because people have been asking me, Rob, 2 weeks ago, I want to buy Microsoft. Let me buy Disney. I said, just wait.
Wait a minute.
Just wait. They're like, what do you mean? I want to get in. I said, just wait. You're going to have an opportunity. I don't think that it's finished going down. And me and a guy who, matter of fact, I wanted an executive at Carnival, is a client of mine. We were just talking, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and we said Friday is going to be down. And Friday it started up. Remember, yesterday, the market started up 200-300 points, 400 points.
And then did 900 down.
And then by 4 o'clock, it was down 900.
Yep.
So that's why you can't, be surfing, like going in and out. Don't do that. I'm telling you, we still probably have much more to go. I don't know how far down. I don't know. But I tell you one thing. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's like my sister sent me a text yesterday. She's Jehovah's Witness. He says, Robert, you better get ready. It's time. We're in the last days. You better get ready, And she wants me to come over, we are in the last days. We've been in the last days for a long time. And some people that didn't wake up today, last night was their last day. And each and every one of us on our own, our last days could be any time. I don't know if we're all gonna go the same time as like those movies that in days or left back, or I don't know. But I do know when it comes to the finances, I think, and in investments, I think that we still have further to drop. That's what I think. I don't know for sure, but I think because I think the whole effects, not just the cause. We know the cause, but I think the effects of the cause is now over. You know the cause and effect, Keith?
Exactly right.
We know the cause, but I don't know if we just learning more about the effects because the United States was so late in dealing with the cause. And it was so late. And now they just starting to close cities and, close things. And that effect is going to have a rippling effect. And that means that we probably have farther more to drop. Now, does that mean that I'm pessimistic about the economy or about investing? No. I'm extremely optimistic because we've been here before. In 2008, if you all remember, in 2008, we thought that the whole structure, the whole capitalist society, the structure, the make of it was going to collapse because of the banks, because of the real estate, because of the stock markets. Our whole economy was about on the verge of collapsing. We really thought it was over. And then we had to fight back and be resilient. And then President Obama was elected, and he came in. They said, "Oh man, we're gonna see what the brother gonna do." It takes a brother to do a whole lot of stuff. You know that, right? Let a brother come in there.
I believe you might be biased, but okay, come on.
Yeah, I guess. I've been a brother all my life. Maybe I am a little biased, but I know we have to work 10 times as hard and don't get the credit. You know what I mean? But anyway, so he came and he was there, and we didn't fall off a cliff, even though they're saying that some people saying that he was the worst president. That's because he didn't play the money game, and right now the money game is being played. So then went from 6,000 to Dow, and then by the time he was out of office, it was around 19,000, and that's where we are right now. So I do think that we do have further go because, like I said, a lot of the effects, the restaurants, the hotels, a lot of businesses are going to go out of business. And then I think that shortly, I think this year, that, it's going to turn around. What I mean by turn around, I think that once we finish, it's kind of like, Keith, when you have the cold or the flu, and you're going through the shakes and the sweat, I think that we're not finished going through the shakes and the sweat, but I think that, we'll get through this like we did before. And then you'll come out new, you would have lost some weight, what to do next time. And then they need to get get things in order. This is going to help us because America wasn't ready for this in terms of, if so many people get sick. This wasn't. Now, I think that you really should, if you do have money on the side, especially because there was so much, before this happened, there was so much money in banks. Now, the only people who are going to be able to take advantage of this uprise when it does come back, this opportunity, this once in a lifetime opportunity, the only people are going to be able to take advantage of this are the people who are not fearful. Those are the people who are going to be able to take advantage of this.
The folks that don't have their money under the mattress.
The folks who don't have their money under the mattress. And a lot of what usually happens, Keith, just like last time in 2008 when the market crashed, a lot of people took their money, especially a lot of employees and their workers and their 401ks and their 403bs. They took their money and they put it into the guaranteed fund because they didn't want to lose no more money, and they didn't take it out. And then when the market started coming back and rebounding, instead of their money going back up, their money didn't go back up because they had it under the mattress. They had it in the guaranteed funds and locked away. So they didn't get a chance to rebound. You follow me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody punching you and you're not getting up. Can you get up? Yeah, you can get up, but you don't want to get up because you're scared to get punched again. So you still laying down. Your money's still laying down. It cannot get up. It can't go home. It can't walk to the car. You got punched in the face. You just stand down on the ground. They say, get up. The guy gone. No, I'm not going to get up. I'm going to stay down on the ground. Can you imagine that? So that's what happened in 2008 for the average person. When the market went down, they stayed down. They took their money and they put it into the guaranteed fund. And then as the market was rebounding, starting to come, they stayed down because they got hit so hard until they didn't want to.
I'm not going to do that.
They're not going to get up. They're not going to do that. So right now, that's why I said that this is the greatest opportunity. It always comes, in the reverse. It looks harder and it appears to be harder to get up. I guess if somebody knock you down, I guess sometimes it is hard to get up. Right?
I don't want to do that again.
So give me a call. Let me know if you're listening. 786-633-5927. 786-633-5927. I had been talking about get out of debt, your family bank. I've been talking about that all year also. This people that actually putting their money into this product called, get out of debt, your family bank, they didn't lose a dime. Their money is safe and secure. And if you've been doing it for a while, then you have even more money because your money compounded and it's insured, okay? So you need to call our office, 305-825-1444. Hey, Stan, we got to take a station break here. Let's take a station break. We'll come back, and we're going to talk about the word of the day, okay? You're listening to Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach, and Keith, my sidekick here is Professor Keith. Here he's joining me. Sister-in-law Linda V. Harris. She stayed away. She's self-quarantining herself, and maybe that's a good thing. So I'm pretty sure she's listening. Linda, if you're listening, give us a call. Let us know how you're doing. Hope you don't have that thing. All right. We'll be right back. After this break. We're back live. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach. Joining me here is my Professor Keith here. He's also a registered life insurance advisor also, and he's also really is a professor at the college there.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
I got a text from Denise. Said that the beaches are closed, so they finally closed the beaches. And who we got? We got Ronnie on the line. I spoke to Ronnie's brother this week too. Hey, Ronnie.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. And yourself?
I'm wonderful. I'm thinking when you're talking about annuities and all that kind of stuff, I'm so grateful. And thank you so very much because I'm feeling a little bit confident when you talk about the annuities and all that kind of stuff because I got one.
Yes, you do. And
I got one. I got
You
one.
let the world know
one.
you
I got one.
You got that. You got that. Hey, Ronnie, and I talked to your brother. He called me the other day, and and then he said he was trying to reach me, and then he says, you don't remember me. My sister name is Ronnie. I said, I see your face now. Why didn't you say your sister name was Ronnie? He said, you gonna charge me anything or what? I said, no, you just said your sister name is Ronnie. I told him, I said, you come see me. Whatever you need, I'm gonna help you. You ask for me,
Yes,
Yes.
He needs a lot of help. He needs a lot of help.
Yeah, I do remember talking to him. Yes.
This must be a little brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He says he need. I said, yes. You come see me, man. He says, this crash has, done some, hurt him. I said,
Yes.
come see me. Make sure you mention Ronnie.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you.
I'm thinking to myself, on the one hand, they're saying this virus is, you're for elderly. This is the first time I'm thinking myself as being an elderly person.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's a good thing for me because, sitting around, waiting around for the market to rebound and all that, I think I'm in a good place.
Yes. No, you are in a good place. And this too shall pass.
Yes.
So don't let the media just scare you and make you nervous, and don't. This too shall pass, and you're doing the right thing, Ronnie. So you're gonna be fine.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, I have a good coach. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
All right.
God
Love
bless you, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
All right.
Thank
You too now.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. I just got a text also from Nell Redhead, and good morning, Robert. We're listening. Are we still having the workshop next weekend? I'm so glad you reminded me to mention that. I had it on my list, Miss Redhead, and I just start talking, when I start talking, I get carried away, especially when Linda's not here to interrupt me. But I'm glad you mentioned that. What we're going to do, we called that off, and let me tell you what we're going to do instead. We're going to have a webinar. We're going to do a Zoom where we're going to have your email, make sure we have everyone's email, and now we're going to do it live. We're going to do it on the internet. So you can have your cell phone, you can have just a laptop, a computer, and at those times we're going to have you tune in, and you click on, and you're going to see the entire workshop on the internet. So you can you don't have to drive. We want to make sure everybody is safe because we want to make sure. We want to get this information out, but we don't want to make sure everyone is safe and they don't get infected with the coronavirus because we don't really know how we get it now. We don't know who has it because it can be dormant. We don't know. One good thing is we're going to be giving out this information. So we're going to talk from A to Z about the SIRS, FERS, the TSP, that FEGLI. FEGLI. That's the life insurance. Which is, I tell you, every time I look at someone's pay stub and I look at that FEGLI and how it keeps increasing, and most people will keep that even after they retire, and it's just going to keep going up and up and up, and it's term life insurance, So we want to talk about that, and then we're going to tell you also when the best days of the month, the best time to retire, or to put in your retirement papers also. So we're not going to be at my office. What we're going to do, we're going to do it on the internet where you all can actually tune in from the comfort of your home and not be worried about being infected. So we don't have to go out and buy all those wipes in my office. So you'll be able to log on. And then we're going to have it recorded where you can go in, and if you want to listen to it and look at it again. So myself and Bill Marecki, Bill him and his wife Shauna was all set to come down from Michigan, and they was going to be here 3 days, and they was going to present it with me because they've been doing it. As specialists, been doing it over 10 years, specialists, and we're learning so much, and we're going to learn a lot together. And I'm so excited about that because now I can look at someone who works for the federal government. I can actually look at your payroll, and I know all the codes, all the codes, and a lot of you all don't. Because when you started, you just signed up for everything, and I can tell you, more about it, the TSPs, and just all the benefits that you all don't really have anyone talking to you about. So make sure you call our office Monday, and that we have your email address, and your telephone number so we can get you all set and ready for next weekend for our federal employee benefits workshop that's going to be on a webinar. All right. Now, Keith, during the break, you said something. You said something about we were talking. I told you I want you to mention that.
Well, just speaking, just like you just said, people don't have to go anywhere and buy all those wipes and what have you, because first of all, you're not going to get any. Because some folks went to the store, saw them, and took as many as they could. As a matter of fact, we were talking earlier, and when I went to Costco yesterday, when it came to the alcohol, they had the sign right there. You can get one. You can buy one.
When you say alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, rubbing alcohol,
rubbing alcohol.
Okay, not drinking alcohol.
Not drinking alcohol. Rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
You can get one bottle because folks were trying to walk out with 20 or 30. Now,
you're kidding me?
No. So it goes back to what we were saying earlier, that you have to look at things and know that this too shall pass. You can't get all, or you're preparing for something that just lives in your imagination. And that is a poverty mentality. When you think that we will run out of anything. Money is inexhaustible, just like energy. It doesn't go anywhere. It just changes where it does go. Your job is to just always stay in the flow.
I like that. You're right. And that is so true, Keith.
So when folks say, well, I lost it, well, you actually didn't. It came out of your pot. But it didn't go anywhere. It's still here. Now, all you need to do is find out where it is now. And like you said, get ready and position yourself to get that and some more again.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at where it was, then you're looking in the wrong place.
I like that. If you're looking at where it was and you're looking in the wrong place. Yeah, because, you have to keep moving, man. You can't go back. You have to keep moving. There's no sense in you saying what you did have. Life is so short. I always say that, value is nothing but an illusion. It really is. And it's amazing how our blood pressure, our feelings, what we do is based on value. I was talking to someone and I said, think about this. Everything that's real, anything that's real, I'll say it this way, anything that is real doesn't fade away. I'm going to say it again. Anything that's real doesn't fade away. So the opposite of that is things that are not real, they fade and pass away. It's an illusion. Today is Saturday. Now, we all know that yesterday was Friday, but we can't go back to Friday. So Friday right now is what? An illusion. As a matter of fact, Sunday, tomorrow, is that a reality? No. That is what? That's an illusion. Until we get there, we only have the now. And we get all messed up, man, on the past and also on the present. Where are you now? We freak out. We make decisions. We do things. And this whole fear thing makes us do things that we should not do. It really does. And keeps us from doing the things that we should.
See, now you just went philosophical. Eckhart Tolle said the only time you have stress in your life is when you are regretting the past or being uncertain about the future.
Let me give out this telephone number because I like that. 786-633-5927. Let me give out this number again. 786-633-5927. 786-633-5927. That's the number here in the studio, the hotline number. Yeah, I mean, because we really have to, right now, I think it's a good time to collect your thoughts and say, what are you doing? And fear will wipe you out. And that's really what's going to, even more than this virus, Because when you look at worldwide, the numbers are still not astronomical, and definitely the numbers aren't astronomical here in the United States. But what we're doing, and I'm saying it's right, but what we're doing is so much more, I would say, have an impact. The effects of it and what we're doing have so economically such much more impact than I think that the virus will be gone. I think that people, we'll have it under control, but the lingering effects economically are going to be devastating. We got Linda on the phone. Hey, Linda, how you doing, sister-in-law?
Great. How you doing? Just letting the people know that we're being socially responsible and practicing our social distance. And, we didn't want all three of us in the studio just, because there's no way to be 6 feet apart. So just wanted everybody to know we're being responsible.
Boy, that was pretty good. I couldn't have thought of that. I'm glad you did. That's why you're not here. That's good.
It works for me. It works for me. She sat back and gave that some thought there.
Yeah,
boy.
she gave that some thought. Man, that was good stuff. If I was a police officer writing you a ticket, I think I'd tear my ticket up.
Oh, my goodness. But, you said something, Robert, and I'm set to close a couple of mortgage deals at the end of April, and I've been told that the secondary market that purchases, they're not FHA, which is, backed by the government. These are alternative loans, and I'm told that market has dried up. Any alternative loans, anything that doesn't fit into FHA, Fannie Mae box, the liquidity has dried up on the secondary market. And they just said get an extension because they don't know when the volatility will be, become stable. So the economic impact is devastating.
Yeah.
It's devastating.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, as you say that, I had 2 callers call me this week. One called me and said, Robert, she said that she was set to close on a flip property, a foreclosure flip property the next day. And she said it was in Pompano. And she said it was a 4-bedroom townhouse and it's a fixer-upper. She said, should she close? I said, well, listen, let me tell you something. See if you can get a 60-day extension. Because we don't know, because you can close and you might not have a buyer to flip it to.
Absolutely.
Especially if we're going to have millions of people out of work. You know what I mean?
That's it. I'm told that they're being very stingy with the money. They could verify your employment today, but 10 days from now, you may be out of work. And it doesn't matter if you're low level or high level. If you're a supervisor, there's nobody to supervise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they holding on.
Everybody go home. They holding on.
Yeah, that's what's going on. And I had another caller said that he is the listing agent and he has his buyers under contract, and he says, Robert, they want a 60-day extension. Should I tell them to get lost and just end it with them? I says, no. I mean, do you have somebody next, right? Going to give you cash after you tell them to get lost? He says, no. I say, well, give them a 60-day extension.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is the rippling effect. That's what I mean by the rippling effect that it's going to have, and that's why I think that the market still has some more to drop.
And now I got people asking, do I think that it's going to be like '08? A lot of real estate deals out there, people losing their job, they're going to have to sell their house. Well, Bank of America has already said they're giving them, defer a couple of mortgage payments, and our taxes aren't due till July 15th. And so they're trying to avoid that at least. People just abandoning houses and a bunch of deals out there and a lot of foreclosures. We really don't want that. I just don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, nobody
wants it.
And I know that you are a big land owner, apartment owner. I know you don't want that. I know you don't want that.
I can't even get evictions now, and I'm just praying. I got ghosted yesterday. Well, let me stop. I'm telling too much of my business. I digress.
Yeah, but but the people still cash flow. They still need to eat. That I don't know. You gotta something has to be done. Money still has to flow, and that's why they're caviling. That's my vocabulary for the day. Caviling. Let me spell that. C as in Charlie, A as in Apple, V as in Victory, I as in Indian, L as in Larry. And it's really it's to find fault, unnecessary fault. It's to argue or the trivial, just to find fault about something. You know how children like to cavil and caviling, and then you have the people in Congress and they're caviling. That is the word of today, to cavil. Are you caviling about something that's trivial or finding fault unnecessarily in everything I do or say, or your friend or your wife or your husband? And when you do that, you're called cavil. You're caviling. To cavil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to
Okay.
cavil. You like that, Keith?
I like that word.
To cavil.
I
Are
like
you caviling? Linda, are you caviling with someone? What about you, Don? You love?
No.
I know, Linda.
No.
You love the cavil with me. I know. Anytime you get to find some sort of objection, but I usually win anyway, so I'm good with that. You're testing my scruples.
Say,
that's
bring it
all.
on. Keep
Bring it
me
on.
sharp.
I'm ready. Keep me sharp anyway. I'm ready for you. And I really do like the reason why you're not here. Say it one more time. Why you're not here? Say it one more time.
We'd like to show our audience that we're being responsible citizens of this country by practicing social distance. We're doing our part. We're heeding the warnings. Since the studio, there's no way for three of us to stay 6 feet apart. We're being responsible. We're being responsible citizens, and we're contributing and not adding to the problem.
Yeah, we're helping to flatten the curve on
Yeah.
on the ground. Yes, exactly right. I'm there.
Yeah, that's us.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's us. That's us all the way, Linda. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, that's us. So I guess, there is no entertainment. There is no sports on TV. I can't say go to the movies or go to the beaches.
No, beach is closed.
Yes. Yeah, maybe read a good book. It's a
I
good
was
time
about to say,
read.
pick up a book.
Yeah.
Which
Pick
most
up a
people
book.
most
Pick up a
people
book.
don't like to do that, because when they pick up a book, then they got to spend time with themselves, and a lot of times they spend time with themselves. Their conscience is eating them up.
They don't like what they see.
They don't like what they're hearing. Their conscience is saying, you're wrong. Because when you read a book, you have to spend time with yourself and use your imagination. And if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, you've been lying to yourself, man, it beats you up. It tells you lied about that. You shouldn't have did that. So.
Well, this is a good cause. When we always say have 6 to 9 months of reserves, I submit to you that 70% of people don't have reserves. Now, granted, we didn't expect a global pandemic. That's a bit much. But most people don't have reserves, Robert, and it's scary.
Yeah.
They don't know where the next paycheck is coming from.
Yeah, I'm talking about from 1 week to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now I heard something about the Hard Rock Casino. They don't want to close or something.
No. They closed yesterday at 6:00.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I see Don Daly and Rosie in the studio. If we said anything, like I said, to offend you, I just want you to hang in there. They're gonna play some music that's gonna uplift you and make you feel good. I want you all to stay safe and continue to self-quarantine. I want you all to also know that we too shall get through this. Linda, I think that's your radio in the back.
Nope, sorry about that. I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
I just want you all to know that this too shall pass. And if you look back from experience, because some people say, Robert, how do you know that? Because of the past, the history. And if you look too, you'll see that this too shall pass. I don't want you to panic. Now, if your money is in the stock market, and if it's in, and you need the money, then this is the worst time to take it out, because you're taking it out when it's down. I've always say it's the best time you want to take money out when it's at record highs, not when it's at lows. But hey, do I think that the market is going to rebound? Of course, because this is America. This is America. They'll make it so. They'll make it so. Okay, they have the power. America have the guns and the weapons and the military to make itself the number one. So don't kid yourself. All right, we got to go same time, same station. We'll see you next week. And remember to call the office on Monday to make sure we have your email and your information so you can register for the Federal Employee Benefits Workshop. And that's next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. Linda, since you're not here and you're self-quarantined, you want to give us the last parting words of good consciousness.
Absolutely. We are resilient. We are Americans. As much as we complain, there's no place I'd rather be. Just go within. Everything you wanted to learn, you'll get a chance to do it as you sit at home. Just do it.
Keith?
Ditto.
Okay. This too should pass. Gotta go. Peace.